Hello and welcome to another Starman Just Watched. I am Devin, with me is Billy.
Wednesday nights alright.
Funny thing is, we're actually doing this on a Wednesday night, so it suits. But yeah, so we watched the original Kingsmen quite a while ago. So we figured we might as well do the second one before we get into our theme month of baseball, if anyone wants to know.
As Devin says with great enthusiasm.
Yes. Well, we'll get into my stances on sports movies in a moment and later.
Yeah.
But we do got to talk about this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't overly care for it.
Okay.
It got fun at the end.
Yeah.
I will say it was fun at the end.
Yeah.
But it was just way too over the top.
Yeah, that's what I found, like...
Compared to the first one. Yeah. Like, we had an opening cars fight scene.
Yeah, you're like... Yeah.
And it was like, wow, you're blowing your budget right here, right now. And, like, are they trying to be like the 007 movies, or like...
Well, I think they're trying to do over-the-top 007. Even Bond has been doing stuff like that.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, if you're trying to be like a 007 movie, that was not subtle or anything.
No.
That was just... It felt like an American action movie.
Yeah, because no, it was the Bond... Did you really see them being chased with a machine?
No.
Guns with cars, like, you get your basic driving scene.
Yeah.
And that's an epic scene in any Bond movie.
Yes, but this was like, oh, we're gonna throw the guns, explosions, there's a fight in the back seat.
Yeah.
And they're being chased by other cars, and like, oh my god, there's so much to unpack in the first scene that I was like, I don't care for this. I don't want my adrenaline rush right now when I get into what's supposed to be a spy movie.
Yeah,
like, yeah, sure, show an opening scene where we see him in action.
Yeah.
But a lot of the Bond movies, when they did that, there was still, like, not a lot really going on.
No, it was just the opening scene just going into the title sequence.
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
And that's all you need. You didn't have to be this over-elaborate thing. And that ends in a shit joke, by the way. Like, how bad do you have to be to this dinner? Watch. As he jumps in the sewer.
Yeah.
So, that was my knock to this. Like, this felt really extreme. Even a lot of the fight scenes.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna admit, like, so, like, I still like the first one.
Still like the first one better. It was more down to earth.
Yeah.
This is just a little too bizarre with the techno gizmos, too.
Yeah.
Like, the laser lasso.
Yeah.
I was like, that seems a bit overkill.
Yeah. But anyways, the Americans version of Kingsmen, so they gotta be...
Yeah, this is the other thing. I didn't like the American branch. Nothing against Americans, but, like... They doubled down too hard on it's the American branch.
Yeah.
It's the alcohol, their alcohol distillery.
Yeah.
Everyone's basically a cowboy.
Yeah. And everyone's code names a liquor.
Everyone's code name is their liquor. They really doubled down on the we're a liquor distillery.
Well, like I said, at least we get some Jeff Bridges, so it's...
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Kingsmen, though, they're all a line of clothing?
Oh no, there's a clothing, so all the code names are like...
Yeah, I thought all their code names were clothing brands, like clothing.
Like, they're all like knights, and like...
Oh, okay, they're all, Knights of the Round.
Yeah, like Galahad.
Yes, okay.
Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin, obviously. Okay. I was like, I know there's a theming for the Kingsmen.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
the
theme.
Yeah. So, you want to give the simple plot?
Alright, well, they find the drug cartel and go in a circle, distribute poisonous all forms of drugs.
Yep.
And they got tracking down almost, and like Luchito, he leader's holding the little hostage, almost it's the president of the U.S. that criminalizes everything.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll break that down for people who didn't understand what Billy just blurted out.
Yeah.
So, the leader of a drug cartel has poisoned their drug supply to take the world hostage. In return, their demands is that the President of the United States basically lift the war on drugs and legalize everything.
Yeah, so they can become a legal business.
Yeah, like alcohol and tobacco.
Yeah.
And the kicker is that the American president is such an anti-drug guy.
Oh, major.
Yeah.
Think it's like, all right, we'll just let them die.
Yeah, exactly. He's just going to let millions and millions of people die because they're drug users, so they're automatically bad.
Yeah.
Which is a real play on the war on drugs.
Yeah, I know.
So, that's our two plots really going. And she also has, like, a master's in robotics.
Yeah.
Which is... Why aren't we leading with this?
Oh, yes, right? Like...
Throughout the movie, I was like, you chose to deal drugs, but you have such advanced robotics. Why haven't you monopolized this?
Yeah.
You'd make so much more money.
It's like 2 robot dogs and a robot beautician?
Yeah. As well as she made the gizmo arm for our fallen... Not the fallen, but
the disgraced Kingsmen.
Yeah.
Rejected Kingsmen. There you go.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what their wording was.
Yeah,
for it.
and...
Rejected Kingsmen. Yeah.
And Charlie.
Charlie, yeah. Who I guess was in the last one, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. And the other thing that pissed me off kind of was Harry comes back.
Yeah, like...
So Harry dies in the first movie by getting shot in the head.
Yeah.
And apparently we have magic voodoo goo
Yeah, no,
that can heal anything, including a bullet to the brain.
Yeah, I kind of hate when they do that in the sequels, like make some bullshit thing to bring up the character they killed off.
Yeah, because it just means death doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Because now going forward, anyone can die and come back.
Yeah, like I would have preferred like maybe see Harry in like
a cutscene or like a flashback or something.
A cutscene or like even like him just speaking to Harry as like a spirit. A little bit.
A little bit.
A little
like
bit, but not
a computer recording.
Yes, there you go.
That I would have believed that. Like he left one last message.
There you go.
Into Harry or not Harry, but Etsy. In case he ever gets distraught, play this.
Yeah, there you go.
And then here's my motivational message for the movie.
There you go. Yeah,
or that we magically brought you back with science nonsense.
Yeah.
So wasn't happy about that.
No.
And then the fact that like the whiskey guy, the double agent from the American side, died, and like, well, we're just gonna bring him back, and he's gonna be our final fight.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I called that one.
I know, right?
So, and then the other thing I called was Merlin was gonna die. He's like, I'm going on my first mission with you guys, and it's like forever.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for something a little more ceremonious than he stepped on a mine.
Yeah.
Well, Etsy steps on a mine and then Merlin sacrifices himself.
So that's...
But he did go out with a nice opera song, or not an opera song, but he sang like an angel.
Oh, that's a country song.
Yeah, I know that's a country song.
like
That's how much I listen to country, Billy.
I know. Yeah, because like, you find out that Merlin's a big country western fan.
Yeah.
And he loves John Denver.
Yeah. So he sings one final song. Which, I'm also, like, banging my head against how stupid the guards are. We have these long-range guns. Let's get as close to the guy as possible.
Yeah, like... they can just shout at a distance and...
Yeah.
But nope. Typical henchmen, the idiots.
Yep. We don't hire henchmen for their brains, which is unfortunate. So, that's a lot of the bad things I
Yeah.
like. So the good things are that like the fight scenes are fun.
Oh yeah,
I love the reenactment from the first movie, the bar fight,
oh yeah,
where Harry actually gets his ass handed
Okay,
to him
because he can't.
because depth perception's gone, your eye is missing, and you're still in states of confusion every now and then.
Seeing butterflies.
Seeing butterflies. So, good luck with that. Which does bring up the tension of why, like, he shoots whiskey,
Yeah.
and Etsy's like, "Why the hell did you do that?" He was a double agent. How did you know? And even I'm like, I know he's right,
Yeah,
but how the hell did you figure that out? And it's like, oh, he's been playing this whole time, is what I got.
Yeah.
Like, he's been pretending to have a mental illness, like not remembering everything.
Yeah. Yeah, like.
Still not fully explained and not sure I really want to know the answer. Just go with it. Just you figured out Whiskey was a double agent and he was right the whole time, and this whole dramatic scene was for nothing.
Yeah, then. Like I don't understand that, right? Like, why?
Yeah, it wasn't explained well enough in my mind. It was just, yeah, you just gotta believe that Harry's right on this, but it was like, how? How was the audience supposed to know?
Yeah, like, when you're sitting there, it's like, okay, he knows, but there's no evidence for us to see.
No, so that was their whole, is he right or not?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole question you had to carry throughout the whole movie, and it wasn't a big question to make the audience carry.
No.
Because if you've seen the previous movie, you know, Harry's always right.
Yeah.
Don't doubt Harry.
Yeah, no, he's...
Like, but they're like, well, he's got his memories just back now. Is he still okay, or is there something wrong with him?
Yeah, because when you see the butterflies, you're like, okay, is that...
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just didn't care for it. And I would have rather some nods to show that Whiskey might not be a good guy
Yeah.
than try to spring it on like, oh no, he's the bad guy the whole time.
Yeah.
And for the dumbest reasons.
Oh, yeah, because two meth heads killed his wife and unborn kid.
Yeah. And also, the statesmen could benefit better if there was no drugs because they're a distillery.
Yeah. I mean...
I was like, good planning, I guess,
Yes.
but holy freak, that's dumb. It's like, you're not going to get alcoholics from drug dealers. If drug dealers don't get their drug users don't get their drugs, they'll find other substances to cover for that.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Much like an alcoholic will find ways to get alcohol.
Yep.
Never underestimate an addiction.
Nope. And some lot to do with eggs and his princess.
Yeah.
Like,
Tilia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Talala or something?
Yeah, I can
Tila.
have
So it starts with a T and ends in an A. And the whole... He has to do, basically seduce the target.
Yeah.
That planned a tracker on her.
Yeah, he calls her just before he has to do it, just to let him know.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you, like, my job's requiring me to do this thing, and I don't want to do it. But,
What?
Yeah. And then she gives him the out of, if you propose to me, I will accept that this is your job, and I won't hate you for it. And he can't propose.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I know, like, being a prince isn't probably in your... something you want to be, but you have stated how much you love this girl, and that's gonna come anyway. And she basically gave you the opening.
Yeah.
Also, he backs out of it. He only does the bare minimum, we'll say.
Yes.
And I love that the target is Charlie's wife, like, girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, like, hold that over him during the fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't, as a gentleman wouldn't, but...
Yeah, no, they...
Anyone else is be like, yeah, I also finger banged your girlfriend.
Yeah, plus, the movie,
Yeah.
Poppy also kidnaps Elton John.
Yeah, the Elton John add-in was kind of bizarre, but fun.
Bizarre and entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
freaking
all-
Elton John.
Yeah,
And you have Elton John swearing at people
yeah.
and saying he'll fuck them up,
Yeah.
and he's actually not
I mean,
wrong.
No, he's...
He can actually kick some ass.
Yes.
Like, I guess if you're rich enough, you can just kidnap celebrities, but like Elton John?
Yeah, like, well,
I guess you like Elton John. Okay, I'm not gonna question you. Crazy lady with drugs.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't like our main villain. I'm sorry.
no.
Too much of what are those? Betty Crocker kind of style. Like she's more apt to make you brownies
Yeah.
and criticize you.
Or, a cheeseburger.
Yeah. So yeah, she grinds a person up, and the buddy who grinds him up for her gets this makeover, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then comes back, and then there's a burger waiting for him. And he kind of puts two and two together of what that burger's made out of.
Yeah. Like, he's the one who goes to the meat grinder.
Yeah. It's like, and he's still in the meat grinder.
Legs sticking out. And just like he has this, just it's.
Yeah, you might as well just eat it. I know it seems wrong to say that, but she's gonna kill you otherwise.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts on this movie.
No, like so.
I still prefer the first one
yeah.
to the second one.
But and so I also somewhat recommend the second one.
Yeah. I can't recommend it as hard.
Yeah,
but
no, that's the.
there's so many other movies I'd be like, you could probably get more out of something like else.
Oh yeah.
But if you want an over-the-top spy movie,
Oh yeah, just.
that isn't like Spy Kids or something,
Yeah.
then yeah, this will be
Oh
good
yeah,
for
no,
you.
if you want to just sit back and just watch some crazy action scenes.
Yeah, with crazy spy gizmos.
Yeah.
Then yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's it. So we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. And next week is baseball.
Yeah, and just remember that what happens to Starmen just watch stays on just watched.
Until then, have a good one, guys.